If anything sums up the way a soulless corporation destroys a real brand, it is this. In just 3 years, I took Beast Gear from an idea to $6 million per year in sales and thousands of raving fans. Then, on Halloween night 2019, I sold it all. But how did a guy with no business experience build a brand that private equity couldn't wait to get their hands on? That's what I'm sharing today, and it's not what you might expect. I'm Ben Leonard, and this is Brand Rescue Mission. Welcome to episode 2 of Brand Rescue Mission, where I'm documenting how I'm rescuing and rebuilding the brand I sold that was subsequently run into the ground by the private equity group who bought it. In the last episode, I shared how Beast Gear was born, from the initial idea I sat on for 4 years, to the health crisis that finally pushed me to take action, to that pivotal moment when strangers started buying my products. Today, I'm revealing exactly how we grew to $6 million per year in just 3 years. The strategy wasn't complicated, but it was different from what everyone else was doing, and that made all the difference. By the end of this episode, you'll understand the brand first philosophy that powered our growth and why it matters now more than ever as we rebuild. After those first 15 sales to complete strangers from episode 1, I was hooked. This wasn't just a side hustle anymore. This was a real business. But I still had no idea what I was doing. I didn't come from the world of e-commerce. I didn't have any mentors. I didn't even know you could sell on Amazon when I first had the idea for Beast Gear. What I did have was a clear vision: create high quality fitness equipment at a fair price for people like me. And I was determined to build a real brand, not just sell products. While I was figuring all this out, something interesting was happening in the e-commerce world. There were essentially 2 types of businesses. First, there were the Amazon sellers, people laser focused on gaming Amazon's algorithm with little thought to building anything beyond that platform. Then there were the direct-to-consumer brands who avoided Amazon like the plague, believing it would cannibalize their business and dilute their brand. I didn't know any better, so I did both. And it turned out to be one of the best decisions I ever made. By the time I sold Beast Gear in 2019, we had built a presence across 7 European marketplaces, reached $6 million in annual revenue, developed multiple product lines that amateur athletes loved, and created a brand that professional athletes and teams actually used. This wasn't luck or timing, it was a deliberate strategy that went against conventional wisdom. While I made plenty of mistakes along the way, the core philosophy I'm about to share is what allowed Beast Gear to grow so quickly, and it's exactly what I'm bringing back as we rescue the brand. Let me walk you through exactly how Beast Gear grew so quickly and the strategies that made it happen. From day 1, Beast Gear was a brand first, not just an Amazon business. This might sound obvious now, but back when I started, most sellers were focused on finding winning products rather than building lasting brands. I built Beast Gear with one question in mind: would a legitimate consumer brand do this? Whether it was product development, packaging, customer service, website, or marketing, every decision passed through this filter. We launched simultaneously on Amazon UK and our own Shopify site. This gave us the best of both worlds. Amazon provided immediate traffic and credibility. Our website gave us direct relationships with customers and higher margins. So, while most Amazon sellers were terrified of cannibalizing their sales, we found the opposite. Each platform actually boosted the other. And As for products, rather than jumping into unrelated products like the sell stuff on Amazon tribe, I expanded our product range based on what our existing customers wanted. After the beast rope took off, we asked, what else would someone who loves our jump rope need for their training? This led us to develop weightlifting belts, boxing gloves, an adapter that made barbells wider called Beast Grips. Side note, I actually got sued over this product, and we'll cover that in a later episode. Each product served the same customer avatar or sub-avatars, which meant cross-selling became incredibly powerful. We intentionally sold products for strength, conditioning, and combat sports. In addition to expanding the product line, I expanded our international reach. Most sellers stick to their home marketplace, but we recognized early that fitness is universal. We expanded to all European marketplaces with a crucial difference. We actually communicated with these customers in their own language. We built email flows, social media content, and even custom chatbots in multiple languages. This wasn't just translation, it was localization. Where others saw obstacles, I saw opportunities. For example, when we expanded to mainland Europe from the UK, I learned the hard way about VAT and jumping through European tax hoops. You see, it was a pain in the ass to get registered for VAT in every European country. I remember for Spain, I had to find the one guy in my city who could sign it off, and he had to stamp the documents with a medieval style wax seal. It was ridiculous. All my documents had to be translated, but only by translators who were pre-approved by the tax authorities. All of this BS meant most of my competitors didn't bother to do it and didn't enter the European market. So when I did go to the effort, I basically doubled my sales overnight because we entered this low competition, high demand market that was ripe for the picking. I call it the Sonic the Hedgehog method. Just jump through the hoops. I also noticed that the lack of customer experience from my competitors presented me with an opportunity. This was our secret weapon. While competitors were focused on acquisition, we obsessed over the entire customer journey. We created multiple touch points. Quality product experience always, never sell crap products. Social media engagement, personalized email marketing, SMS follow-ups, YouTube tutorials, high quality blog content, responsive customer service. Let me tell you about one of my favorite innovations. We created an automation that would send personalized WhatsApp videos to customers after they purchased. Imagine buying a product online and then getting a video from the founder thanking you personally. There are sites now that probably do this for you, but when we did this in 2017, that did not exist. I'm pretty sure we invented it, to be honest. The response was incredible. Customers were blown away that a real person was behind the brand. Most of them would respond, starting conversations that often led to reviews, repeat purchases, and word of mouth referrals. None of our competitors were doing this. They were stuck in what I call the Amazon goldfish bowl. Being the face of the brand was critical to our success. While most e-commerce businesses hide behind their logos, I put myself front and center. I was in the demo videos. I wrote emails in the first person. I was visible on the website. This created an immediate connection that our competitors couldn't match. People weren't just buying from Beast Gear. They were buying from Ben at Beast Gear. In fact, if you go find Beast Gear products on Amazon and search my name in the reviews, you'll find me mentioned. Now, you might be thinking, this is not sustainable. The owner shouldn't be handling customer service. And you'd be right. This was customer service on my behalf by my team. And remember, I was all over social, our emails, the website. But you'll also notice that this all dropped off after the new owners stopped focusing on customers. Check out this example. This review was written in December 2019, right after I'd sold the business, but my systems were still in place and my team was still running customer service using my name. You can see the original title of the review was "Thanks Ben at Beast Gear." In green, I've highlighted the awesome review. They said, clearly this is a very customer-focused business. Then they edited the review the first time, highlighted in orange, and they said, now just another brand. And finally, they edited the review again and they wrote, another 3 stars lost. I feel the business has changed, all very automated or corporate. If anything sums up the way a soulless corporation destroys a real brand, it is this review. Feel free to pause the video and read the whole thing. Go apply the lessons to your own business. Everything I was doing for the business was part of the flywheel effect. Each component reinforced the others. Great products and service led to positive reviews. Positive reviews increased sales. Increased sales improved our Amazon ranking. Better ranking brought more customers. We moved customers out of Amazon and into our ecosystem of social, email, SMS, YouTube, chatbots. This meant we could market to them there and get sales both on and off Amazon. More customers meant more feedback to improve products, and this cycle continued. By year 3, the flywheel was spinning so fast that growth became almost effortless. I have spoken at conferences in more detail about the flywheels and funnels that I like to use with my brands, and we'll dig into this in other episodes as we explore the turnaround in more detail. But what can you apply from the Beast Gear growth story? Here are the key takeaways. 1, think brand, not just products. Build something with staying power from day one. Ask yourself, would a legitimate consumer brand do this for every decision? 2, don't pick sides in the platform wars, Amazon versus direct to consumer. It's a false choice. Do both and let them reinforce each other. And you can potentially add TikTok, Walmart, and wholesale too. Number 3, speak your customer's language. Literally. If you're selling internationally, make the effort to communicate properly. Translation tools have never been better or cheaper. 4, create multiple touch points. The more ways customers can interact with your brand, the stronger their connection becomes. Look beyond just the purchase. 5, show your face. People connect with people, not logos. Don't be afraid to be the face of your brand. It's your competitive advantage. 6, obsess over existing customers. It's easier and cheaper to sell to existing customers than find new ones. Make service and retention your priority. 7, build automation with personality. Technology doesn't have to feel cold. Use automation to scale personal connections, not replace them. On Halloween night 2019, exactly 4 minutes before midnight, my lawyer sent me a message. We're done. After 3.5 years of building Beast Gear from nothing, I had sold it for 7 figures. I remember going upstairs to tell my wife Katie, who was already asleep. She woke up, and as I shared the news, I felt all the tension from the months of negotiations melt away. It was in a moment of immense pride. I had built something valuable from nothing more than an idea. I'd proven to myself that I could do it. But selling Beast Gear wasn't just about the money. It was validation that the brand first approach worked, that you could build something substantial in a relatively short time, even without experience, if you focused on the right things. When I sold, I truly believed I was passing my baby to capable hands. I thought they would continue building on the foundation I'd created. In fact, in the months immediately after the sale, I still believed it. In reality, that was just the momentum from my flywheel and my systems carrying the business along. I drank the Kool-Aid, and I even appeared in videos for the new owners talking about what a great job they were doing. I would say if you're thinking about selling your business, definitely have a conversation with them. I was wrong. Over time, I watched as the new owners systematically dismantled everything that made Beast Gear special. The smart funnels, flows, and flywheels disappeared. The customer service declined to nothing. The product quality suffered. The brand I poured my heart into, the brand that not just customers but fans had trusted, was becoming a shell of its former self. That's why I'm here now, attempting something few entrepreneurs ever try. buying back my own creation and bringing it back to life. So that's how Beast Gear grew to $6 million in annual sales and eventually got acquired. But clearly, the story doesn't end there. In the next episode, I'll reveal exactly what went wrong after I sold the business, the mistakes the new owners made, the signs I noticed from the outside, and why I ultimately decided I had to get it back. After that, we'll dive into the nitty-gritty of the rescue mission itself, re-establishing customer trust and recreating the brand experience that made Beast Gear special in the first place. If you're building a brand or thinking about selling one someday, you won't want to miss what's coming. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any part of this journey. We're rebuilding this brand together and I want you along for every step. I'll see you in the next episode of Brand Rescue Mission.